It was a nail-biting finish, but the Lakers managed to secure a hard-fought 106-102 victory over the Clippers in the highly anticipated Los Angeles showdown on Friday night at Crypto Arena. With this win, the team extended its winning streak to 4 games, proving that they are building momentum at a crucial point in the season. Leave your like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates. From the opening tip-off, it was clear that the Clippers came in with a game plan, put pressure on the Lakers early and forced them into uncomfortable situations. Their defense was aggressive, disrupting passing lanes and forcing tough shots. On the other end of the floor, they were executing efficiently, capitalizing on every scoring opportunity. The Lakers found themselves in a hole right away, struggling to find their rhythm as the Clippers built a 10-point lead. But just when it looked like the visitors might pull away, the Lakers responded. A late push in the first quarter, fueled by key plays from LeBron James and strong defensive adjustments, helped cut the deficit down to just 1 point by the time the buzzer sounded. That shift in momentum gave the Lakers a much-needed spark. The Lakers carried that energy into the second quarter and immediately took control. Their defense tightened up, disrupting the Clippers' offensive flow and forcing tough shots. The result? The Clippers' shooting percentage took a significant hit. At the same time, the Lakers' offense found its rhythm, moving the ball well and capitalizing on high-percentage looks. The defining moment of the first half came in the form of a dominant 14-6 run by the Lakers in just 3 minutes. The intensity of their play forced Clippers head coach Ty Lue to use 3 timeouts in an attempt to stop the bleeding before halftime. By the end of the first half, LeBron James had already put up 17 points, while Dončić was making his presence felt on the defensive end with 3 steals. But one of the biggest differences in the game was the Lakers' bench. Dalton Knecht, Jordan Goodwin, and Trey Jemison all stepped up in key moments, outscoring the Clippers' reserves 18-6 and shooting an impressive 54.8% from the field. Their contributions provided crucial depth and helped keep the Lakers in control. The game intensified even further in the second half. James Harden came out firing, leading the Clippers' offense with a scoring outburst that put pressure back on the Lakers. Meanwhile, the Lakers' offense hit a cold stretch, going nearly 3 minutes without scoring a single point. That drought allowed the Clippers to claw their way back into the game, tying the score and even taking the lead at times. It was a back-and-forth battle, with neither team willing to give an inch. But just as the Clippers started to gain the upper hand, their shooting cooled off, and the Lakers managed to regain a small lead. Still, it was far from comfortable. The game remained within reach for both teams heading into the final quarter. The last 12 minutes were nothing short of chaos. Every possession mattered, and the intensity reached its peak. The Lakers fought desperately to hold on to their slim lead, but no matter what they did, they couldn't shake the Clippers. The visitors remained within striking distance, keeping the pressure on all the way to the final moments. With less than 10 seconds remaining, the Clippers had a golden opportunity to tie the game and send it to overtime. But a missed 3-pointer by Bogdan Bogdanović ended their hopes, giving the Lakers just enough breathing room to close it out. It was a hard-fought victory, and the team had to dig deep to secure it. But the drama didn't end there. One of the biggest storylines of the game involved Dončić and the officiating. The second half brought even more tension, and one of the biggest challenges for the Lakers was dealing with Dončić. The Maverick superstar found himself in foul trouble early in the third quarter, picking up his 4th foul. Dončić was visibly frustrated with the call, immediately voicing his displeasure. The crowd backed him up, showing their support, but with no successful challenge available. After J.J. Redick had already lost one earlier in the game, there was nothing the Mavericks could do. With 4 fouls, Dončić had no choice but to sit out for 6 critical minutes between the third and fourth quarters. His absence was felt immediately, as the Mavericks struggled to maintain their offensive rhythm. But when he finally returned, controversy struck again. Less than a minute after checking back in, Dončić was called for his 5th foul. Once again, he protested, but the call stood. This time, though, the Mavericks coaching staff decided to take a risk. Instead of sending Dončić back to the bench, they left him on the floor despite the looming threat of fouling out. And it turned out to be the right decision. Dončić responded with a brilliant stretch of play, scoring 10 more points and finishing the game with 31. His impact was felt not just on offense, but also on defense, where he made a crucial stop in the closing moments to prevent the Clippers from tying the game. It was a game of resilience for the Maverick star, but in the end, the Lakers managed to hold on. While the Lakers celebrated the victory, they also had reason for concern. Austin Reaves, who started the game, was forced to exit early due to injury. Reaves played just over 9 minutes before heading to the locker room late in the first quarter. Shortly after, the team announced that he would not be returning due to soreness in his right calf. Before leaving the game, Reaves had contributed 6 points and a block. His absence was noticeable, especially in the second half when the Lakers could have used his shooting and playmaking abilities. Now, all eyes are on his upcoming MRI, scheduled for Saturday. The team is hoping for good news, as Reaves has been a key part of their rotation. With this win, the Lakers continue their strong push, adding another victory to their streak. But the road ahead won't be easy, especially with questions surrounding Reaves' availability. As for the Clippers, this loss stings, but they showed they can compete at the highest level. With stars like James Harden and Luka Dončić making their presence felt, they remain a dangerous team moving forward. For now, though, the night belongs to the Lakers, who walk away with a thrilling victory in yet another unforgettable battle between these two Los Angeles rivals. The Los Angeles Lakers have been gaining momentum lately, stacking up important wins and climbing the standings. However, injuries have started to become a growing concern for the team. One of the latest setbacks involves forward Rui Hachimura, who suffered a knee injury during the Lakers' victory over the Minnesota Timberwolves earlier this week. Initially, the team remained optimistic, believing the injury wouldn't be too serious. However, at that time, Hachimura had yet to undergo imaging to determine the extent of the issue. Now, the Lakers have confirmed that the forward has been diagnosed with left patella tendinopathy, and he will be re-evaluated in about a week to assess his progress. According to Lakers insider Jovan Buha from The Athletic, head coach J.J. Redick addressed Hachimura's injury, explaining that the team is hopeful he won't be out for too long. The forward has become a key contributor to the Lakers' rotation, not only for his scoring but also for his versatility on the defensive end. Losing Hachimura for any extended period would be a blow to the Lakers, especially considering their upcoming schedule. The team is set to face some of the league's toughest opponents over the next few weeks, and every player's contribution will be crucial. So far this season, Hachimura has been putting up solid numbers, averaging 13.3 points, 5.2 rebounds, 1.5 assists, and 0.8 steals per game. His efficiency from beyond the arc has also been impressive, as he's shooting 41% from three-point range. His ability to stretch the floor has made him an integral part of the Lakers' offensive game plan. Beyond the numbers, Hachimura has brought stability and consistency to the Lakers' lineup. His ability to guard multiple positions, knock down timely shots, and play within the team system has been invaluable. Over the past few weeks, his role has only grown more significant, making his absence even more concerning for the Lakers. Unfortunately, Hachimura isn't the only player dealing with an injury. Guard Austin Reaves also suffered a setback, exiting Friday night's game against the Los Angeles Clippers early due to a concerning issue. The Lakers haven't provided a full update on Reaves' status yet, but early indications suggest the team is being cautious with his return. With Reaves potentially missing time, the Lakers will need other players to step up. Gabe Vincent, Jordan Goodwin, and Dalton Connect are among those who could see increased minutes in his absence. Each of them brings different skills to the table, but filling the void left by Reaves will be no easy task. Unlike Hachimura's knee injury, there is less optimism surrounding Reaves' situation. Calf injuries can be particularly tricky, often requiring extended recovery time to avoid re-injury. The Lakers' medical staff will likely take a careful approach, ensuring that Reaves is fully healed before he returns to the court. Both Reaves and Hachimura play vital roles on both ends of the floor, making their potential absences a tough challenge for the Lakers to navigate. The team's depth will be tested in the coming games, and head coach J.J. Redick will need to make adjustments to compensate for their loss. The Lakers have been one of the league's hottest teams lately, and despite these injuries, they'll need to find a way to keep their momentum going. The Western Conference remains highly competitive, and every game counts in the race for playoff positioning. The Lakers still have enough firepower to compete, but missing key role players like Hachimura and Reaves could make things more difficult. For now, the focus will be on getting both players healthy and back on the court as soon as possible. Their contributions have been instrumental to the team's recent success, and their return will be crucial for the Lakers as they continue to push toward their ultimate goal. The latest NBA mock draft has the Los Angeles Lakers using their second-round pick to add a sharp shooting guard from the ACC, an important move as they continue to build around Luka Dončić. With a revamped roster centered on one of the league's most dynamic superstars, the Lakers must carefully construct a team that complements his elite scoring and playmaking abilities. Dončić has already established himself as one of the most skilled offensive players in the game, capable of both creating his own shot and setting up teammates with pinpoint passing. For the Lakers, that means finding players who can capitalize on the open looks he generates. Floor spacing will be key, as defenses will collapse on Dončić whenever he attacks the paint or operates in isolation. The team's front office understands the importance of surrounding him with reliable shooters who can knock down threes and keep opposing defenses honest. However, the Lakers face a significant challenge in the upcoming NBA draft. They do not own a first-round pick this year, as it was part of the trade that originally sent Anthony Davis to Los Angeles, a move that ultimately helped them win the 2020 NBA championship. That pick later became an asset in the blockbuster deal that brought Dončić to the Lakers. As a result, their only selection comes in the second round, making it even more critical that they make the right choice. According to Bleacher Report, the Lakers are projected to select Duke guard Tyrese Proctor. The 6'5" guard has showcased his shooting ability throughout the season, connecting on over 40% of his three-point attempts. While his playmaking responsibilities have diminished due to the presence of freshman sensation Cooper Flagg, Proctor has still demonstrated strong decision-making and offensive versatility. One of the Lakers' biggest concerns heading into next season is their bench depth, particularly when it comes to playmaking. Right now, they're relying on a system that staggers minutes between Dončić, LeBron James, and Austin Reaves to ensure that there is always a capable ball handler on the floor. But that approach isn't always sustainable, especially over the course of an 82-game season. Adding a young guard like Proctor could provide much-needed stability for the second unit and allow the coaching staff to manage the workload of their star players more effectively. Proctor's ability to handle the ball and initiate the offense would give the Lakers an additional weapon off the bench. He has shown flashes of being a reliable secondary playmaker and could develop into a valuable rotation piece. His size also gives him defensive potential, which is something the Lakers will need as they face elite guards in a highly competitive Western Conference. Beyond his on-court skills, Proctor also brings the experience of playing for a high-profile program like Duke, which consistently produces NBA-ready talent. Players who come from Duke's system often transition well to the professional level due to the rigorous coaching and high expectations they face in college. This could give him a slight edge over other second-round prospects who may need more time to adjust to the pace of the NBA. Of course, Los Angeles has other roster needs beyond another guard. Their most pressing concern is at the center position, where they lack a dominant interior presence. However, it's unlikely they'll find a starting-caliber big man in the second round of the draft. That's why targeting a polished shooter like Proctor makes sense. It addresses an immediate need while allowing the Lakers to explore other options in free agency. If the Lakers go through with this selection, Proctor would have an opportunity to compete for a roster spot and potentially carve out a meaningful role. He could slot in as a backup point guard, providing shooting, ball handling, and a steady presence off the bench. For a team looking to contend in the playoffs, having a reliable second-unit guard can make a significant difference, especially in games where the starters need extra rest or foul trouble forces unexpected lineup changes. So far this season, Proctor has averaged 11.8 points, 3.2 rebounds, and 2.3 assists per game for Duke. His ability to stretch the floor and contribute offensively makes him a compelling option for the Lakers as they look to refine their roster. While second-round picks don't always pan out, the Lakers have a history of finding valuable talent outside the lottery, and Proctor could be the next in line to make an impact in Los Angeles. As the draft approaches, the Lakers will continue to evaluate all available prospects to ensure they make the most of their lone selection. But if they decide to go with a player like Proctor, they'll be adding a shooter with NBA-ready skills, something that could prove invaluable in their quest for another championship.